Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 9. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Listen, this was sort of a filler episode, and I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen next week and beyond, because this couple's trip is gonna be a mess. Baby, they even got Apollo in the building. I said, baby, this is a fool. On top of that, I know that I am late, but I just really wasn't feeling it yesterday, y'all. I really wasn't. I had some things going on, and so I just said, you know what? We're going to talk to the medical wives on Monday. So here we are. Let's get into it. When the episode first opens up, we see the montages. We see Dr. Simone down at the office. She does not like the mouse pad. We see Dr. Contessa at her office talking about she needs the Botox of it all, but don't tell Scott. Then we see Sweet Tea is packing up things, talking about, yeah, that's some Quad stuff. She got it in a box, child. Girl, clearly he was hoping that she would come back to get it. Also, y'all need to pack up this whole damn house and move, because she been in every room. It ain't no way that I would be able to stay in that house. Girl, that's crazy. I would have even shot this scene. In the next scene, Toya is at home with the family, and Eugene comes in to give her a kiss, and she's like, you need to grab my butt. I'm like, girl, not in front of the children. I mean, it is good for them to see affection amongst their parents, but sometimes Toya she's a mess. So then Ashton comes in, and she's asking Ashton about the 8th grade dance. And he's like, yeah, that's a waste of time. I'm not going to that. She's like, no, you need to go so you can keep your popularity status. Now, we shouldn't be teaching them that the only thing that matters is them being popular. That is insane. Okay? That's insane. So they sit down, they start talking about girlfriends, and Toya, of all people, talking about, y'all don't need to be touching these girls. Y'all don't need to be having no girlfriend. Y'all need to just be friends. Toya, you literally just told Avery to pay attention to Eugene grabbing your butt. Girl, what do you be saying? What do you be saying? And Toya, I want to say this to you because I've been meaning to say it all season long. That peach number that you have on with like the keyhole cleavage in the confessional, your under boob is hanging all the way out. I don't know why nobody came to Toya and said, girl, let's push that boob up a little bit. It is hanging all the way out. It's a wardrobe malfunction just waiting to happen. I'm like, why they didn't help this lady with her dress? That's crazy. But anywho, I have to say this. They're having a conversation about girlfriends and how, when they were in school, people were sneaking and doing this. Let me tell you something. When I was in school, baby, they were doing all kinds of things in them locker rooms. Do you hear me? Underneath the bleachers, in the closets, up in the space, the crawl spaces. They were doing all kinds of stuff. Okay, so they're just telling them if y'all ever get caught doing that, it's going to be a problem. Now, I have to say, I love how they sit down as a family and they talk openly to their kids. It makes them feel comfortable enough to talk to them, because I had to learn everything I knew on the streets, child. Okay, and I learned everything that I knew by watching in between those squiggly lines on the TV. And then I would go to school and my friends would tell me, what's going down. And I would want to figure out myself like, oh, I want to see what that be like. But I do appreciate that now they are the type of parents that sit down with their kids. It's a very chilled and relaxed environment, and the children don't feel afraid to actually talk to them. That's the kind of environment you want to foster with your kids, because then they start sneaking around, doing all kinds of stuff, making all kinds of poor decisions. I just love it. Moving forward. Toya might get on people's nerves, but she doing good with the boys. In the next scene, Dr. Heavenly goes over to Dr. Jackie's house. Dr. Jackie, I have to say this. Baby, the house is housing. The house is stunning. I was like, who house is this? Okay. And child getting all them checks and always being on call. I guess it's paying off. They sit out by the pool. And she's telling Heavenly that she was invited to be a part of the women's reproductive speech that is being given by Vice President Kamala Harris over at the White House. So she said, yeah, I can only invite one person. And since, Simone is an OBGYN, I went on ahead and I invited her. Well, baby, what'd she say that for? So Heavenly looking kind of crazy like, girl, what? Well, why didn't you ask her to help you with that fundraiser? Why she didn't help you with that Med Gala then? Heavenly got no feelings for a minute. But then she said, no, girl, I can bring 2 people. So you're going to. Okay, girl. Side note, baby, I do not know what Heavenly is doing lately, but her body looks the best that it's looked out of any season. I said that heifer is stacked. Do you hear me? Heavenly looks good. She looks good. Now, if only we could get her to calm the hell down, we'd be in business. Moving forward. Now, me personally, I don't know if I would have taken Heavenly. Heavenly, you bet not act up. Okay? Act like you got some damn sense. In the next scene, Phaedra meets up with her speed date boo, Check. Now, check that. Check got a little something to him. Okay? This is Atlanta. If y'all can pick up what I'm putting down. Phaedra, you on an actual date? Baby, this is a first. Now, I know you didn't realize that you were going to be able to go back over there to Atlanta on the Housewives. So you were really trying to make sure that you were still in the opening credits. And I guess you showing this date is trying to help you. So they're sitting there. They're getting to know each other. Phaedra said that, she be dating the white men's too. That don't mean they going to touch her. The only thing they need to be touching is their wallets to pay for everything that she picks up along the way. Honey, I know that's right. So they're sitting there and Check told her that he knows Apollo. And that he's close to his wife, too. I said, baby, not close. I mean, now, I don't think he knows the definition of close because he said, no, I don't hang out with him. But when we see each other, we say hi. Okay. I do the same thing with the mailman. And what that mean? What does that mean? Now, I feel like everybody in Atlanta knows each other, especially in the reality TV space. If you do anything in entertainment, I feel like you know each other. I don't know why Atlanta just gives me that vibe. It gives me small town. Like everybody knows each other. Not saying it is a small town because I know somebody going to be like, Atlanta ain't no small town. We be doing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the vibe is everybody knows everybody. When you go to the grocery store, you know somebody who knows the cashier. That's all I'm saying. Moving forward. Baby, Phaedra don't want nothing to do with Apollo and his wife. But she said it was cool. But y'all know how Phaedra like to lie. Baby, Phaedra don't want nothing with this young man. What you gonna do with him? Okay? She don't want nothing with him but a roll in the hay. In the next scene, it's time for the ladies to go to the White House to meet Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. I'm very happy that we're going to get a glimpse inside of what's going on. Now, this is the Married to Medicine that I remember. They do things that are impactful. Yes, there was a little bit of drama, but it oftentimes was the drama from the couples trip. We never had drama from episode 1 and people just arguing all the way until the reunion. Yes, there were some sprinkles here and there, like with the whole Mariah thing. And then it was Mariah versus Quad and Mariah versus everybody, Lisa versus Quad. Then it was Heavenly versus Dr. Jackie in the earlier seasons. And, we had that, but it wasn't to the extent that it is now. So it's the next morning because now they've made it to DC. They were on their way there and now they're there. Dr. Jackie is telling Dr. Heavenly basically how to act. Yeah, honey, she definitely needs a refresher course. Let's get into it. Lord, please don't let this lady embarrass. Dr. Jackie told Heavenly, you cannot put your phone up to people and say, here, put your number in here. I can see Heavenly doing that. I do not know why I can see this woman doing that. Then she gonna say, okay, so if like they're bitches, I'm gonna call them twitches. Someone said, we don't need twitches, switches, ditches. We don't need none of it. I said, oh, Lord, this is about to be a fool, honey. These three together is just ridiculous. Heavenly, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You should not, in your mind, think these are bitches. You shouldn't even be thinking that inside that White House. Girl, what is wrong with you? So they get to the White House, right? And all I could see was Heavenly's ankles. Heavenly, where are your heels? This is your one time. And you put on these little ugly flats? Girl, I was so mad. I said, maybe these her flats to get off the bus to go into the White House. And she gonna fold these up and put them in her purse. And then we're gonna see her heels. But no, it was just Heavenly, her ankles, and them little bitty flats she had on. I said, baby, this is just crazy. So they get to the White House and we got to hear VP Kamala speak on what women actually go through. Okay. And how them overturning Roe versus Wade affects us. Now, I was a bit confused and surprised to see Chrissy Teigen, but that was like so random to me, but that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. Dr. Heavenly, wake the hell up. Girl, you was about to fall asleep. I said, is it boring? Then they panned the camera over there. She had her eyes open. But she did make a great point. She said that a doctor should be allowed to do their job without thinking about the law. And now that's something that they have to take into account. And like Dr. Simone said, there are several things that could happen while you're pregnant, and they won't be able to do anything about those things. You know what I'm saying? So this was a very insightful conversation, and I was surprised that they actually showed so much of it. I was like, wow, we are really getting a glimpse into this conversation. Here go Dr. Jackie. Now, Paige and Dr. Jackie means something different. It absolutely does not. Okay, because you still ain't fooling me. I'm happy that you were afforded the luxury to go up and through, but no. Okay, you up there skinning and grinning, but I ain't forgot. Moving forward. In the next scene, it's time for the couples trip, honey. Everybody is getting ready for the trip. They packing. Cecil, I already know. He said, look, if they acting fake, y'all know Toya gonna call it out. And is. So then here go Contessa talking about, I'm just gonna be keeping my distance from Heavenly. Ma'am, please go and enjoy yourself and stop thinking about Heavenly, because she ain't thinking about you. Okay, the lady ain't said nothing about you since y'all came from the dude ranch. So Heavenly is talking about Phaedra being the only single one, but she done invited this woman's ex on this trip. Baby, if it's one thing Heavenly gonna do, she love to put these exes in your face. Girl, if I wanted to carry on with my ex, I would carry on with my ex. Stop doing that. You're the reason why Sweet Tea up here getting demolished week after week after week. Child, this is crazy. Now, she did FaceTime Phaedra, and she was like, so girl, I want to learn something from y'all, because I ain't never been divorced. So I want to see how y'all can show them how y'all get along. Girl, did you forget that Phaedra went left when Apollo went asunder? They just now started talking to each other. She probably just let him dot her driveway. Don't let Phaedra fool you, honey. She ain't messing with Apollo like that, and you shouldn't either. Talking about you want to learn something from them. You don't want to learn nothing from them. You have an ulterior motive for some mess to get this show started. Girl gone. Moving forward. So she was like, well, I don't know. Maybe you can let it be a surprise. Now, production wanted to know if she would be cool with Apollo coming. She said, I don't know. Let me tell you something. I'll speak for Phaedra. She would be cool if Shireen is left at home. If Shireen coming, she ain't cool. If Shireen ain't there, she cool. In the next scene at Dr. G's house, Sweet Tea talking about, your ex gonna be there. Baby, he knows. He's gone on couples trips with said ex. Why are you even saying that? I thought that was so silly. Your ex gonna be there. Girl, hush. He trying to front, talking about, I don't even want to go. Sir, you're probably jumping up and down on the inside. You cannot wait to be in the same space with Quad. Talking about, I still feel uncomfortable being around her. Why? You did things to her in your marriage as well. I don't know why you're trying to sit here and make it seem like you were this innocent man who got done wrong by Quad. Don't let me take us back down memory lane. Okay, please. Because I don't even think you should have been allowed to even come back on this show. But that's just me. Over on the other side of the A, Quad is asking King how he feels with Dr. G coming. Because, things may come up from their previous marriage. King's like, I don't give up. Okay. Baby King said, I don't give a damn. She doesn't want King to be blindsided by them talking about her marriage to Greg. Let me tell you something. If it comes up, I just don't foresee them just throwing that out there and trying to make King feel uncomfortable. If it comes up, which it shouldn't, because they should be focusing on his new marriage, then it's probably going to be Heavenly, child. Hate to throw you under the bus. So all the couples get on the plane. They're on their way. And here go Dr. Jackie tapping Quad's shoulder, talking about, y'all not married. Baby, the way Curtis be missing, are y'all? Child, please. I wish I would. I'd turn right around and say, are you? Child, I'm surprised he back from the DR. Anyway, so they arrive in Key West. They get there. Shoo, honey, the plane has landed. Cecil and Simone and her megaphone, they're there to greet them. I said, damn. Simone really does not need a megaphone because it's installed in her throat. So they got there a day early. They're greeting everybody as they come up. Everyone is speaking, and Cecil and Simone are worried about Quad and Dr. G being in the same place. If y'all don't make it awkward, then it won't be awkward. Like, y'all are grown. She can do what she's doing with her person, and he can do what he's doing with his person. So Heavenly hugs Sweet Tea. And, Contessa was kind of looking like, oh, okay, they cool. All right. And then here go Dr. Contessa. Oh, hey. So they spoke to each other and she tackled her to the ground. Now, she was trying to make it like it was playful, but Heavenly, you laughing. Contessa couldn't wait to lay you out. She couldn't wait. Contessa is always in G.I. Jane mode. Do you hear me? I said, baby, not you being in full-on combat. But at least everybody is smiling and everybody's getting along for the most part. I like it. Let's just keep it there. So they get their room keys. They go to their rooms. They're looking around. Baby, when Toya found out Simone and Cecil were above her and Eugene, she was like, oh, no, ma'am. Y'all can hear us having sex. I was like, oh, my gosh, Toya. I hope y'all don't get that loud that they're going to be able to hear you. Eugene said, Toya, please. She was like, what you mean? Eugene said, it's people over there. How you doing, sir? Oh, Toya, stay embarrassing, Eugene. You can't take her nowhere hollering on that balcony. So they're all looking around their rooms. Here goes Sweet Tea talking about, oh, okay, it's giving retirement. Okay, ma'am, you married a man that's almost there. So you should feel right at home. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of them talking about her being a baby. I'm sick of her talking about them being an elder. I'm sick of her talking about they need a cane. I'm sick of them talking about she need a bottle. I am sick of it. Okay? I'm just sick of it. Moving forward. In the next scene, everybody's getting settled. Now it's time for some team building. The couples are divided up into teams. Child, they got Heavenly and Contessa on a team, Quad and Toya on a team. Toya talking about, I like to be on a team with King because Quad's man is strong. Toya, Dr. Eugene is sitting right next to you. I don't know why Toya always makes it seem like Eugene is only good for his brain power. He's a man at the end of the day. I'm sure he has some agility and I'm sure he has some strength. Stop putting him down like that. Like, you really don't understand that maybe he may be internalizing those things. Now, don't get me wrong. Eugene thinks that Toya is the hottest thing that he's ever seen, which is why he always comes to her defense, even when she's acting a fool. But at the same time, nobody wants to constantly hear those things. And you do that a lot. It's been 11 seasons. Like, girl, every time you see a man, whoa, you did the same thing with Apollo. Girl, calm down. Then Dr. Simone starts yelling about these shirts that she made, courtesy of Phaedra. And the shirt says, these kind of bees. Okay. And they want to know what kind of bitches are they? So Phaedra is explaining her reasoning, and then Quad starts going on about them being educated and being in the White House amongst the people, and they're great bees and this and that. And I'm just like, Quad, please, girl, they didn't even want to throw you a life jacket when they were trying to put you up out of here last season. Now, the thing for me is, I'm no Phaedra fan, but to be fair, Phaedra has been in those spaces and in those circles as well. And how about y'all don't call each other bees, period? Don't call each other that. And just know that all of you are educated Black people, doctors and lawyers and veterans and business owners. Now, I'm the type of person that I don't want you calling me no bitches. Okay, don't call me no bitch. I don't like that. But all y'all do that. All y'all do it. So now we gonna make this a thing? Child, anyway. So then Toya started getting messy, talking about let's put Heavenly and Contessa and Sweet Tea in a room. For what? Toya, everything is going well. Why are you even saying that? Girl, be quiet. And see, that's how mess gets started. And now we gonna have them fighting. That's crazy. So after lunch, it's time for the relay race. They're doing this on kayaks and paddle boards. First up is a race, or, the kayak and the paddle board stuff. I don't know what they got going on. Curtis is sitting this one out because he's too big and he doesn't do water sports. Me either, Big Kurt. Me either. I only go to the beach to wear a swimsuit. I am not a swimmer. Okay, I'm there to put heels on in the sand, lay down and take pictures. Do not ask me to get in no water because I'm not doing it. Now, I will get into it up until my knees, but don't push me down. I don't play those games where you pick people up and throw them in. I don't like that kind of stuff. I'm just there to be fine and sit in the sun. That is it. That is all. Now, Dr. Damon also did not want to get into the water. He said, after I saw Jaws, I just never wanted to get in the water again. Now, Contessa was low-key happy that her and Heavenly were on the same team, but she was trying to play it off. We just gonna see how things gonna go with me and Heavenly. Calm down, Contessa. Calm down. So then they get on the boat and it's time for them to do the race. And then all of a sudden, baby, they cut to these sneak peeks of the upcoming episodes. And when I tell you it was good to me, baby, Dr. G done wrote a check his behind couldn't cash. King is not about all that squawking, okay? All that squeaky talking you be doing, he about that action. Baby, when I tell you it was go time and then Quad took off running, baby. Baby, that was good to me. I said, oh, it's going down. Do you hear me? It is going down. Sweet Tea cussing out. I think it was Heavenly. It was just so much going on. I said, baby, y'all falling the hell apart. And then Dr. G and Quad are finally confronting each other in the group. Now, I was a little bit shocked that King sat there and didn't say anything when Dr. G was basically saying Quad's mouth is too big and all this other kind of stuff. But we'll see how it all plays out. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Meet me back here next week. Comment down below and I'm going to comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.